In this video, we are going to take a second look at the Section View tool found on the View Layout ribbon. We're going to take a look at how this has an added option when you create a section view through an assembly as compared to a single part. Now on the screen you see a drawing of a single part. Let's run through one more time how to create a section view for a part. I'll select the Section View tool. I'll then select the horizontal cutting plane, and I am going to place that cutting plane at the center point in the top view. I'll select OK, and it creates a full section front view. So there is nothing new there. That was covered in an earlier lesson. Now let's switch over to an assembly. On the screen, I have an assembly of a U-bracket. Now after you watch this lesson, if you would like to try this, you can find this drawing file in the Working Files folder under the name U-bracket assembly. So let's begin. I am going to select the same section view tool. This time, I am going to place a vertical cutting plane, and I am going to snap it to the center point of this pin. As soon as I select OK, you'll notice a new dialog box appears. This dialog box is for section scope. This allows me to exclude components from this newly created section view. So let's say, for example, I want to exclude the lower U bracket. I simply select it, and it appears in the window for excluded components. Now, if this is the only item I want to exclude, I do want to make sure auto hatching is checked before closing out of this dialog box. What does auto hatching do? Well, when you create a section view through an assembly, you want the angle of the hatching to alternate between adjacent parts. So with that checked, select OK. I am going to place the right-hand side view, close out of this section view command, and notice in the right-hand side view, I have a full section right-hand side view, and the lower U bracket is excluded from the section. You'll also notice I have a pin here and another pin here. And take note of how the hatch lines alternate from the hatch lines of the upper U bracket. That's because we had auto hatching checked. Now, if you ever want to change a section view, simply right mouse click, select Properties, and notice in the dialog box we have a tab for section scope. If you want to remove an item under the excluded components window, you can either select it and tap the delete key on the keyboard, or select the item on the screen and it's removed from this window. I do want to exclude the hatching from the two pins. So I'm going to select the two pins. I'll verify I selected the correct items, which I did. I'll say OK, and the view is updated.